Hello everyone, my name is Christian Holzer. I'm a band director in Frisco ISD, and today I'm actually going to be talking about the parts of the saxophone, and we have a couple other videos that hopefully will be of some help to you. I've been playing saxophone for a very long time. So with the saxophone, I'm going to start from kind of the bottom or the biggest part up to the top, and we start with the body of the saxophone. This is the body. And these, some people might say buttons, these are keys on the saxophone, the parts that you use with your fingers. This is actually the bell of the saxophone, and when we take it out of the case, we want to take it out by the bell, and I'll show you that in the next video. We want to try to keep our hands or fingers off the keys as much as possible and touch the larger parts. And the end here, we have what's called a stopper, and this, or a neck protector. It kind of keeps the end of the saxophone in good shape, nice and round. Connecting to the top of the saxophone is the neck of the saxophone, and on the neck we have the octave key and the cork. And when we hold the neck of the saxophone, we want to always hold it very carefully with two hands and make sure we're treating it right. The cork can tear, and you have this, it looks like chapstick. It's not chapstick though, this is called cork grease. And you're going to use a lot of cork grease at the beginning on the cork to make sure that your mouthpiece can go on easily. So make sure you're using your cork and keep this handy. Again, it's not chapstick. Don't use chapstick for this, and don't use this as chapstick. The next part of the saxophone is the mouthpiece. This is the mouthpiece. Yours may look just a little differently. Most of them are made of hard rubber. Some are plastic. You can have other substances, but most of ours will be either hard rubber or plastic. And on the mouthpiece, we have the ligature. This nice golden thing right here with screws on it is the ligature, and it goes on the mouthpiece. And your ligatures can look very different. Mine is gold and it's metal. Many of yours will be a black kind of rubber. It doesn't matter, as long as it works. This is called the mouthpiece cap. It's sort of a hat for the mouthpiece. It goes over the mouthpiece and the ligature, keeps everything nice and safe. Next, to play on the saxophone, you need what's called a reed. This is a reed guard. This is a really nice one. Yours could look a little different, that's okay. The reed guard keeps our reed safe. You open it up and you can take out a reed. Now the reeds will come in a package. This is after you've opened it and used it, you put it in a reed guard. When dealing with a reed, be very, very careful, and again, I'll explain that in the next video, but this is called a reed, a single reed to be more specific. It goes in the reed guard, and I close that up. The next thing is a neck strap. Saxophones use a neck strap. This goes around your neck and helps hold the weight of the saxophone, along with your fingers. Very important, you do not want to play without a neck strap. And then I just have a couple of swabs that I use, which I'll show in better detail in the maintenance video, but these just help us keep our saxophone nice and clean. So there's swabs. So one more time. The body of the saxophone, keys, the bell. This is actually called the bow. I may not have said that the first time, but the bottom of the saxophone is the bow. And it has at the top the neck receiver and the little neck cap to keep everything nice and round. Then you have the neck with the octave key and the cork on the end. Cork grease, which looks like chapstick. The mouthpiece, which is the part that you'll blow into. The ligature that helps hold your reed on. That can be metal or rubber. The mouthpiece cap. Your reed guard and reeds. And of course, some swabs. So I hope this was helpful. Parts of the saxophone.